There's an empty glass sitting here beside me, where your reflection used to be. The whiskey's gone, the night's grown cold, just like the story we once told. The bartender's cleaning up for the night, turning off those neon lights, but I stay here with memories of us gathering dust like forgotten trust. Empty glass of love sitting on the bar, holding all the pieces of a broken heart. I keep pouring memories that never feel enough into this empty glass of love. The jukebox plays our favorite song, but it don't sound the same now that you're gone. Every note falls heavy on my soul, like rain on a road with nowhere to go. Empty glass of love sitting on the bar, holding all the pieces of a broken heart. I keep pouring memories that never feel enough into this empty glass of love. But your ghost still sits beside me now. In every sip, in every sigh, in every question, asking why. Empty glass of love shining in the light, a silent reminder of another lonely night. The bottle may be empty, but the hurt is still enough inside this empty glass of love. One last drop, one last memory, an empty glass of love, and a heart that still believes. midnight train to Chicago. The station lights were fading low tonight. Cold wind blowing underneath the pale moonlight. Got an old suitcase and a heart full of pain. Standing on the platform, waiting for that midnight train. She left a note upon the kitchen door. Said she couldn't love this wandering man no more. Like a memory's chain, riding through the darkness on that midnight train. Midnight train to Chicago, rolling through the night. Underneath the city lights, steel wheels keep singing like a lonely refrain, and my soul keeps crying on that midnight train. The whistle echoes across the sleeping land like a ghost of yesterday. I still don't understand. Every passing shadow falls against the window pane, while I chase forgotten dreams on that midnight train. Midnight train to Chicago, rolling through the night, carrying my sorrow underneath the city lights. Steel wheels keep singing like a lonely refrain, and my soul keeps crying on that midnight train. Maybe in Chicago I'll find a brand new song, a place where broken hearts can learn to carry on. But tonight the blues are flowing through my veins, keeping time and rhythm with that midnight train. Midnight train to Chicago, one last goodbye, leaving all the teardrops beneath the cloudy sky. The tracks keep running through nothing nothing stays the same, and I'm still searching on that midnight train. Midnight train, rolling slow through the rain. Midnight train to Chicago, calling my name. Rain keeps falling on the old brick walls tonight. Street lamp shadows dancing in the pale yellow light. I walk these empty alleys where we used to roam. Now every step reminds me that I'm walking alone. The puddles hold reflections of a time gone by. Your laughter in the distance, like a whispered goodbye. The city keeps moving, but my heart still remains lost among the echoes in the cold falling rain. Rainy alley memories, they won't fade away. Every drop keeps bringing back another yesterday. I hear your name calling through the thunder and the breeze, living in these rainy alley memories. An old neon sign flickers through the misty night, like a broken promise disappearing from sight. I stop beside the corner where you held my hand, trying to understand what I still can't understand. Another yesterday. I hear like old photographs that time forgot behind. The rain keeps falling softly through the darkened streets, and I'm haunted by these rainy alley memories. Rain on the pavement, footsteps in the night. Rainy alley memories faded out of sight. The Chicago night wind is blowing down the street, whistling through the alleys with a cold and restless beat. Streetlights paint the pavement in a faded shade of gold, and every gust reminds me of the love I couldn't hold. I pull my coat a little tighter as I walk alone, past the old blues clubs where I once felt at home. The city's still awake beneath the midnight sky, but tonight it's just the wind and I. Chicago night wind, tell me where she's gone. You've been traveling these streets since long before the dawn. Carry my lonely heart wherever you may roam. Chicago night wind, bring her memory home. A distant train is crying somewhere beyond the tracks. Its lonesome sound reminds me that she's not coming back. The river rolls in silence beneath the city lights, while the wind keeps singing through the night. Chicago night wind, tell me where she's gone. You've been traveling these streets since long before the dawn. Carry my lonely heart wherever you may roam. Chicago night wind, bring her memory home. I've heard you through the winter and the warm July nights, through every broken dream and every neon light. You know every secret secrets the city tries to hide, including the tears I've kept inside. Chicago night wind keep blowing through my soul, like an old blues melody that never grows old. And if you find her somewhere beneath the stars above, tell her I'm still here, still carrying her love. Chicago night wind, blowing soft and low through the heart of the city, in the heart of a lonely soul. The night's gone quiet, the crowd has all gone home. Just me and my guitar in this room of stone. I strike a single chord, it trembles through the air, like a broken heart still searching for someone who cares. These strings know every story that I never could explain. Every scar, every teardrop, every ounce of pain. They sing the words I buried deep inside, in every note, in every lonely slide. Hear that lonely guitar cry, calling through the dark tonight. Every bend and every moan sounds like a soul left on its own. Hear that lonely guitar cry beneath the cold and empty sky. It keeps telling my old story of love that's gone and faded glory. Come easy when the heart's been torn apart, and every melody is stitched from pieces of my heart. The amplifier hums like a midnight train, carrying my sorrow through the pouring rain. cry, calling through the dark tonight. Every bend and every moan sounds like a soul left on its own. Hear that lonely guitar cry beneath the cold and empty sky. It keeps telling my old story of love that's gone and faded glory. I don't need no words when the strings can speak. They tell the truth about the man I've become this week. One long solo drifting through the smoky air for the dreams that vanished and the love no longer there. Hear that lonely guitar cry, one last song before goodbye. Every note begins to fade, like memories that time can't say. Hear that lonely guitar cry, echoing as the hours pass by, till the morning light appears and washes away these midnight tears. A lonely guitar crying, soft and low, singing the blues. Only the moon can know. Heartbreak on South Side. Down on the South Side, beneath the city lights, I watched her walk away on a cold September night. The wind carried her shadow down an empty avenue and left me standing there with nothing left to do. The streets were wet with rain, the sky was hanging low. A train rolled through the darkness with a long and lonely moan. Every corner held a memory, every block spoke her name. In this old South Side town would never feel the same. Heartbreak on South Side, that's where my world came down. Lost the only woman more sincere. Since heartbreak on Southside brought me here. The jukebox in the tavern played our favorite song, but hearing that old melody only proved she was gone. I raised another glass and stared into the night, searching for her face beneath the neon light. Heartbreak on Southside, that's where my world came down. Lost the only woman who could turn my life around. Now every blues song sounds a little more sincere. Since heartbreak on Southside brought me here. The guitar cried softly, like it understood my pain. Each note falling gently, like the cold November rain. If love is just a journey, then mine took a wrong turn, leaving only memories and lessons left to learn. Heartbreak on Southside, Southside still echoes through my soul, like a train that keeps on running, though it never reaches home. The years may pass, but one thing stays clear. It all began with heartbreak on Southside, my dear. Southside midnight, neon shining bright, a broken heart wandering through the lonely night. Southside, oh. Smoking the blues bar, smoke hangs heavy in the blues bar tonight. Neon signs glowing through the dim blue light. The band plays low, the guitar moans slow, telling old stories that everybody knows. A tired bartender wipes the counter clean, while lonely hearts gather where the lights stay dim. Some come for whiskey, some come for the band, some just need a place where somebody understands. Smoking the blues bar, drifting through the air, carrying broken dreams from everywhere. Every song's a memory, every note's a scar, floating like smoke in the blues bar. An old man in the corner closes his eyes, nodding to the rhythm while the slide guitar cries. A woman by the window stares into the rain, holding on to pieces of a love she can't regain. Smoking the blues bar, drifting through the air, carrying broken dreams from everywhere. Every song's a memory, every note's a scar, floating like smoke in the blues bar. When the harmonica wails, the whole room stands still, like the music knows of pain no silence ever will. For a little while, nobody feels alone. The blues become a language everybody calls home. Smoking the blues bar, rising toward the light, mixing with the echoes of another lonely night. The last song fades away, but the memories stay far, like the lingering smoke in the blues bar. Smoke in the blues bar, slowly fading away. One more song before the break of day. There's an old man sitting by the window tonight, worn out hat, faded coat, eyes tired from life. His hands may tremble now, but they still know every chord on that old guitar he's carried for so long. He's played in smoky bars and on forgotten streets for a handful of dollars and strangers he'd never meet. Every scratch upon that guitar tells a story of its own, of miles traveled and roads walked alone. Old man and his guitar, they've been through it all, through broken hearts and hard times, through every rise and fall. When words were hard to find, music played its part. Just an old man and his guitar. The young folks gather round when he starts to play, listening to the blues that never fade away. His voice is rough as gravel, but every line is true, singing about the life he somehow made it through. Old man and his guitar, they've been through it all, through broken hearts and hard times, through every rise and fall. When words were hard to find, the music played its part. Just an old man and his guitar. He says a song ain't perfect if it doesn't come from pain. Every scar becomes a melody, every loss becomes a refrain. Then he smiles and bends a note toward the sky, like he's telling all his troubles goodbye. Old man and his guitar, still singing strong tonight, keeping old blues memories alive beneath the light. And when the final curtain falls, they'll never be far apart. The old man and his guitar. One more song, one more string to bend, an old man and his guitar. Together till the end. Oh, water bottle on the table and a smoke in my hand, sitting all alone where the lonely people stand. The jukebox keeps playing those old familiar tunes, and I'm drowning in my whiskey and cigarette blues. She walked out that doorway on a cold autumn night, took away the sunshine and left me with the fight. Now every glass I raise only deepens the wounds, and I'm living with these whiskey and cigarette blues. Whiskey and cigarette blues, burning slow inside. One numbs the pain, the other hides my pride. The smoke climbs high while my heart sinks low in a haze of memories I can't let go. The bartender knows me, he don't ask no more, just slides another bottle down the old hardwood floor. Everybody's laughing, but I'm singing a different tune, lost inside these whiskey and cigarette blues. Whiskey and cigarette blues, burning slow inside. One numbs the pain, the other hides my pride. The smoke climbs high while my heart sinks low in a haze of memories I can't let go. Oh, the night's getting colder, the ashtray's getting full. My mind keeps wandering where her love once pulled. I trade every bottle and every smoky room. If I could escape these whiskey and cigarette blues. Whiskey and cigarette blues won't let me be. They're the only companions left here with me, till the morning sun breaks through the gloom. I'll be singing these whiskey and cigarette blues. Whiskey and cigarette blues, smoke in the air, nothing left to lose. Slow dancing with the blues. The band is playing softly in the corner of the room. A lonely saxophone is singing to the moon. I hold an empty memory where you used to be, and sway with the shadows that still dance with me. The floorboards creak gently beneath my worn out shoes. Every step keeps time with these old familiar blues. The lights are growing dim, the night is growing old, but your ghost is still beside me, or so I've been told. Slow dancing with the blues, all alone tonight, turning with the memories beneath the fading light. No partner in my arms, just a heart that can't refuse to keep slow dancing with the blues. I remember how you smiled when this song would start, how your head rested softly against my heart. Now the melody remains, but you're nowhere in sight. Just echoes of your laughter drifting through the night. Slow dancing with the blues, all alone tonight, turning with the memories beneath the fading light. No partner in my arms, just a heart that can't refuse to keep slow dancing with the blues. The guitarist bends a note that hangs in the air like a whispered goodbye. I still hear it everywhere. If love ever truly leaves, then tell me why. choose to keep holding on while slow dancing with the blues. Slow dancing with the blues till the break of dawn. Spinning with the shadows long after you're gone. But my heart still moves forever, slow dancing with the blues. One last turn, one last song. The blues are my partner now, and they'll dance with me all night long. The band is playing softly in the corner of the room. A lonely saxophone is singing to the moon. I hold an empty memory where you used to be, sway with the shadows that still dance with me. The floorboards creak gently beneath my worn-out shoes. Every step keeps time with these old familiar blues. The lights are growing dim, the night is growing old.